So you were born in this village, in Mulbekhu?
Yes, I was born in this village called Mulbekhu.
And then you attended school also in this village or in Kargil?
I attended my schooling up to 5th class in this particular village, in a government school just nearby. Okay, yeah. I did my primary education up to 5th class over here in the village itself.
And after that, you left for Jammu?
Yeah, I left for Delhi, nearby Delhi. There is a place called Ghaziabad in nearby Delhi, capital of India. And I appeared for some sort of exam for that particular school. The school was meant for the people from the border areas like Ladakh, Arunachal Pradesh, Himachal and all that. So I was selected there and I went there in 6th class and I was there for next 6 years up to 12th class. So I completed my 12th class out there in that particular school. Okay. And then after that I shifted to Delhi for the college. So I got selected in an engineering college in Chandigarh, Punjab Engineering College, Chandigarh. It's the capital of Punjab. Okay, and Haryana also. So after my schooling at Delhi, I did my engineering out there for 4 years at Chandigarh. So after my engineering, I did some job at Chandigarh itself for 1.5 years, and then got back to Leh. I came back to my own village first. Okay, and then I worked here with the school, Springdale Public School, for 1 year, teaching their maths and science. Yeah, for the first year. And then I went back to Leh because I got the opportunity to work with an NGO called SACMO at Leh, which was working in the field of education. So there I worked for almost 3 years. The purpose of going there was to have some experience, exposure and knowledge about education and all that. And then I came back here in my village and joined the same school again.
As far as I can remember, the school was co-founded by your father.
Yes,
So you have almost a personal relationship to the school.
My father was one of the earliest and oldest member of the society who founded this school, like in 1970s or 80s, with an objective of giving quality education to our children, because we were lacking in education at that time, far behind. We had to send our children to like me. My father sent me to Delhi at a very little age, at in the 6th class when I was 12 years only, away from the family for 15, 16 years. I stayed there throughout the year. I used to come here just for 1 or 2 months in summer and then again come back. So my half of the life is being spent in Delhi and Chandigarh and other Indian cities. So it's really very tough for Ladakhi child to go out of our places. So it's really very hard for us to go and for our parents to send our children away from home for a long time. So it's really very painful. So I know the struggles, I know the problems, I know the sufferings. So after completing my engineering, in engineering I was having lots of prospects like going for a government job. I'm sorry. So I did my engineering for Punjab Engineering College, and I could have got a very good government job, and I could work with some multinationals at Delhi or somewhere. I got that opportunity, but I know the problems of the children in our village in this part of the world, where we have lots of problems. There are lots of things to be done in the field of education. So I decided to leave my engineering and all that, and I was very much interested from the very beginning to come back to my village and do something in the field of education. So keeping that my interest being that, I came back, and when I came back directly after doing my engineering and working there for 1 year, I came back and decided to work with the same school. But at that time I was really having no experience, no much knowledge, no exposure at all. So I was not really in a position to take this school and really do something. So what I decided is, I decided to go back to Leh, where I was in touch with an organization called SACMO. They've been doing great things in education for the last 19 years. So I decided to work with it, and I worked with the same organization for almost 3 years, and I was the director of that institute during that period. And I learned a lot about education, and I got many exposure, many experience from many NGOs and many other people staying there. And then recently I came back to my own village because this was the right time for me to come back, having experience, having exposure. And this was the time when the school and our people needs me, because the school which the society founded for last 15 years was going down. It was almost at the brink of closure because of lack of teachers, lack of proper management and many other things. So it was the right time for me. So I left my job at Segmo, which were again very, very good ones, good prospects, good future prospects, and I was having lots of good things out there. But I left it also because my aim and my objective was not to stay at Leh or to stay at Delhi and work something. My dream from the very beginning was to come back to the village and work something here. So then I decided to come back here.